Hello YouTube, this is Shandini Tech Tips again, and I have a story to tell. Um, Today discussion is about aspect ratios. So this is a 21 by 9, this is a 16 by 9 behind me. I will show the details. I want to show you that I start with the details and why I switched to 16 by 9, because the question is, do you really know what you want? At least for me. And I will go into more details. You see, Alan Wake, I'm using this game as an example here, right? And you see I'm pointing the flashlight the um, at the shopping cart. And you see how much details I can see on the right, like right here and right here. I have like an extra maybe 20% on each side, or 10 and 10. And if you look at the 16 by 9, I need to move that chair. 16 by 9. If you look, I'll point the flashlight to the same location. You will see that you're missing a little bit of details, like not details, but the width, like horizontal, you're missing, but vertical, you're adding a little bit more than the 21 by 9. And here, let me zoom in so you can see the difference. I just want to use a specific scene here, right? And then you go back to the other one. Zoom out a little, and then you'll see the difference. Also, that monitor doesn't support Dolby Vision. I will go in details. This one is punchy, but is not as punchy. Like if you focus on those two lights, right, you'll see what I'm talking about here. Those tunnel lights. Okay, they look okay. But if I zoom into the second one here, which is that one is 3.2. That's the both are Alienware. Need to move the chair out of the way. But if you see, I wanna show the two lights in here, right? And you'll see. Hopefully, you'll see what I'm talking about here. So let me tell you a story then, since I discussed the two major differences, which is the aspect ratios and obviously the resolution. This one is 3440 by 1440. This one is 4K, the 16 by 9. This one is the Alienware AW3423DWF, and the second one is the Alienware 3225 QF, and it has the second gen QD OLED panel. This one is first gen, but I switched, and this is my primary monitor for two reasons. Back in, I can recall, 2022, when the Alienware released the first OLED monitor, it was only on 21 by 9, and I have never owned a 21 by 9 in my life. I thought the 16 by 9 is all I need. This is the all-around solution, and that's it, because you've never missed anything. Because in my case, I've never tried 21 by 9 before, until I bought this monitor, not because of the aspect ratio, it's because of the QD OLED. I want to see that I want an OLED monitor, and I used it for 2 years. Then I bought this one behind me, right, the 16 by 9, because it's 4K, and I thought that I missed the 16 by 9 aspect ratio, until I wasn't. I find that I enjoy like that perfect size, 34 inches, 21 by 9. I enjoy games more, especially single player games, on a not on a wider aspect ratio, because it's a little bit more immersive, and I kind of missed it since I used the 16 by 9 as the primary monitor. Since I bought it earlier this year, I find myself not playing or not enjoying. Also, in multitasking, sometimes I do stuff like I have a home lab, so I want to do some testing. I want to split the screen. This is kind of as if you have two um, two 17-inch displays stick together, so it's easy. You can split the screen half and half. So it's a plus in productivity. And I did not, again, don't get me wrong, the 4K is more pixel dense. It's more brighter because it supports Dolby Vision. And I showed it earlier in the video. If you look at the lights here and compare it to the other monitor. Uh, but I just felt that, 21 by 9 is, I kind of, missed it. It's a good workaround, or all over solution between work and gaming, because you can split it. You don't have to like stick two monitors beside each other. It's one ultra wide, and when you game, it's more immersive. And don't get me wrong, it's I don't think it's a little lighter on your graphics card, because it's 5 megapixel vs 8 megapixel. So VRAM and CPU utilization is reduced by a little bit, not much. But yeah, that's the story. That's just like, do you really know what you want? Because in my case, I ended up switching back to the older monitor, and I kept this one because I can fire under my PlayStation. So if I ended up, this is my PlayStation console here. It's hooked up to the Alienware, and I'm using the Creative T60 for sound output, because the Alienware 3225 QF does not have audio output, like an audio jack. It only have HDMI, what do you call it, ER. So I ended up fixing it. If you turn on the PlayStation right now, and I switch the input to USB-C, you'll see that the PlayStation sound will come, because I can switch from my PC to the PlayStation using those speakers. And then now, hopefully, yeah, here it is. Yeah, works perfectly. So I paired that Creative T60 speakers with my PlayStation 5, and the PlayStation 5 is hooked up now to the 4K monitor. And I want to wrap it up by saying Ultrawide is so PC, if you know what I mean. Like 16 by 9 is, any TV can do that. I just felt that this is more some sort of an advantage to have an extra real estate, and it doubles down as you can do this only on a PC. You cannot do this on a console. Don't get me wrong, this monitor, you can plug in a PlayStation 5 to it, but I think it's supposed 1080p or 1440p, and you'll see two vertical bars. But if this monitor is only for a PC, I think you will enjoy it a lot. And that is the reason why I switched back to 21 by 9. I just missed it a lot, and I did not know I missed it because, I never owned one until 2022, when I wanted to try out the OLED monitor, because this is my very first OLED monitor, and since then it remained my primary. I hope that helps, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day.